Look, onions are great and all. They're delicious. You can use them in so many ways. One thing you must try is homemade onion jam. That's something else. Alright, so today I'm making onion jam. It's a great way to use up onions first and foremost. The great thing about an onion jam is that it can go with so many different things and it will also improve basically anything you add it to. So with all that being said, let's make this, shall we? Right, for this recipe you need 13 onions, red or white, it doesn't really matter, but I recommend using a mixture of both because red onions have more natural sugars in them which goes well in this recipe. So you're going to first have to top and tail the onions, meaning top the bottom and the top of the onion off. Then simply chop the onion in half from top to bottom, so you have two semicircles. Then you should easily be able to remove the skin. And just repeat this for the remaining onions. Then finally slice the onions using a very sharp knife, which will do two things. It'll make your life a whole lot easier, but it'll also reduce the chances of the onion bleeding, which in turn will stop you from crying. Now that's done, the next job is to prepare the garlic. We're going to mince 6 cloves of garlic. The best way to remove the skin of a garlic clove is to lightly crush it with the back of a knife. Then the skin, theoretically, should come off pretty easily, like so. Now you're just going to start chopping the garlic, doing a rocking motion. Once the garlic's been chopped pretty fine like this, then you're just going to sprinkle some salt over the top. That will just help break the garlic down. And then just repeat doing the rocking chop motion until the cell walls of the garlic continue to break down and it turns into a nice smooth paste, like this. Then add that to the pan with the onions. Then just add a generous pinch of salt to the pan. That's obviously going to season the jam, but it'll also help break down the onions as well as the garlic. Then last but not least, drizzle over some extra virgin olive oil. That's just going to help the onions cook. And obviously use extra virgin because it gives a much better flavour. Then give it a quick mix. Then bring it over to the stove top and place it over medium heat. Stir it regularly to make sure the onions don't catch on the bottom of the pan. And you want to cook it until the liquid from the onions has been released and reduced down to barely nothing. And the onions have gone translucent like this. Really soft. Now at this stage you're going to pour in 260 milliliters of balsamic vinegar along with 130 grams of soft brown sugar. Then you just stir it together to make sure it's all incorporated. Then bring it up to a gentle simmer and basically just simmer it until it's reduced down and it's got really thick and sticky, basically like a jam. So when you move your spoon from one end of the pan to the other, it should leave a trail behind, and that's a sign that it's nice and thick and sticky. And then just store it in an airtight jar and it'll last in the fridge for up to 3 months. But guys, this is such a great thing to make. It's just a great thing to have in your fridge. It can go with so many 2 slices of bread of your choosing. Right now I'm going to show you how to make a really delicious, no need artisan bread, caramelised very simple to make toasty. Video's going on. This only takes 5 to 6 minutes for that. So first you're going to preheat your panini grill or toasting machine. Then cut yourself 2 nice slices of bread of your choosing. The bread I've chose is a no-knead artisan bread, which is really simple to make and it tastes amazing. The video is coming out next week, so stay tuned for that. Then you're going to finally grate 50 grams of mature cheddar cheese or whatever cheese you like. Just make sure you're generous on the cheese front. That's all I've got to say. Then I like to spread a thin layer of English mustard on both slices of bread. If you don't like the heat, leave it off. I'm not forcing you to do anything. Now let's start layering it up. Start by evenly spreading over half the cheese, top with onion jam, then simply add the remaining cheese. And that's it, basically. You just top it off with a slice of bread, press it down, brush the top of the bread with melted butter, and place it onto your panini grill, butter side facing downwards. Then brush the other side with melted butter as well so you get a nice even colour. And close the lid, cook for 3 to 4 minutes until golden brown and the cheese is fully melted. Then portion up and serve. And that is what you call a toasty. Wow. Alright guys, that is it. So that is how easy it can be to make a nice delicious homemade caramelised onion jam from your own home. And then if that's not enough, I showed you how easy it can be to incorporate it into a cheese toasty. And my god, adding it to a cheese toasty really improves the flavour, makes it taste so much better. I really hope you give this jam a go. I think you'll like it. So that being said, if you enjoyed today's video and you learned something, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week.